it can be some kind of limiting as far as the way we allow others to lead, right? So we have to be mindful of that. And I think a lot of what we're talking about here, and I wrote down this word because this is one of my core values for the Great Leadership Series, which is self-awareness.
Mm.
And, if you are not tapped into who you are, understanding your strengths, your values, the things that you bring to the table, even those areas that we need to work on, those opportunities that I like to call them. If you don't have that level of self-awareness, then, it doesn't matter if you're type A, B, C, D, E, F, right? You'll never navigate the pros and the cons of those spaces if you're not aware of yourself. You'll never navigate them most effectively.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is a great segue into, I was reading your bio, and one of the things that you mentioned is that you've seen in your work, the Greater You Leadership Series, just your coaching and your motivating, that a lot of times you've seen the lack of confidence in as an issue that impacts so many people who are actually serving as leaders, or even people who want to be leaders. Can you talk a little bit about how you've seen that show up for people?
I've seen it show up in negative self-talk.
That's a big one.
That's a really big one. Self-doubt. We already count ourselves out before we even let the idea birth, right? Before we even let the idea fully come out and really manifest in our minds, before we even take next steps and write down what it is we want to do, we automatically, or sometimes I've had clients, or I see where others are struggling with confidence because they talk themselves out of it. It's self-critiquing, it's self-doubt. It's a tendency to focus on weaknesses or failures more than we do focus on our strengths, which I think sometimes we focus on, man, how could I be better? When, oh man, you knocked it out the park today. Don't even worry about what you did wrong in that moment. Just celebrate the moment now.